Most people think the answer is more. More exercises, more weight, more reps. Then 6 months later, they still look like the same gym member who never leaves the cable machine. That is where isometric training changes the game. Instead of moving weight, your muscles become the resistance. Every second stays under tension. That builds stability, protects your joints, improves muscle control, and creates real-world strength. Sometimes the fastest way forward is stopping movement and owning the position. First up is the wall sit. It looks ridiculously simple. Slide your back against a wall, lower yourself until your thighs are parallel to the floor, and stay there. That is when your legs start negotiating with your brain. Your quadriceps and glutes are working overtime while you stand completely still. The biggest mistake is holding your breath, like you were trying to survive a horror movie. Keep breathing. Control the discomfort. Because real strength is not always about movement. Sometimes it is about refusing to quit when nothing is moving. Next is the Copenhagen plank hold, an exercise that sounds fancy but feels like your inner thighs just received an eviction notice. Place your top leg on a bench, lift your hips, and hold your body in a straight line. Suddenly, your adductors, core, shoulders, and hips all join the conversation. Most people never train these muscles until something hurts. Bad strategy. Strong inner thighs help protect your hips and improve athletic movement. Start with 15 to 30 seconds per side. Trust me, 30 seconds feels much longer than the clock suggests.
Now let us talk about the warrior pose hold. It comes from yoga, but do not let that fool you. This position can humble even strong gym veterans. Step into a lunge, raise your arms overhead, and hold. Your quads, hamstrings, glutes, hips, and core all light up at once. Meanwhile, your balance gets tested like a shopping cart with one bad wheel. The longer you stay, the more your body learns stability, posture, and control. Strong muscles matter, but the ability to own your position matters even more. The active beast hold is where things get interesting. Get on your hands and toes, then hover your knees just above the floor. That tiny gap of a few inches suddenly feels like a mile. Your core fires up, your shoulders start working, and the muscles around your shoulder blades wake up from their long vacation. It looks easy until you try holding it. This exercise teaches total body stability and coordination. Think of it as turning your body into a suspension bridge. Strong, controlled, and definitely not falling apart under pressure. Then we have the horse stance hold, an exercise that martial artists have loved for centuries, and gym people usually underestimate for about 10 seconds. Take a wide stance, turn your toes slightly outward, drop your hips, and hold. Your quads, inner thighs, glutes, and core immediately start filing complaints. The goal is 30 to 90 seconds for 3 rounds. Sounds easy until your legs begin shaking like a shopping cart rolling across a gravel parking lot. Stay with it. This hold builds powerful legs, stronger hips, and healthier knees over time.
Now for the Superman hold. Lie face down, lift your arms, chest, and legs off the ground, then hold. Congratulations, you have officially become the least aerodynamic superhero on Earth. But your lower back, glutes, and hamstrings are working hard behind the scenes. This exercise strengthens the entire posterior chain, the muscles responsible for posture and powerful movement. If you spend hours sitting every day, this hold is especially valuable. It helps counteract that folded over desk posture and reminds your body what standing tall is supposed to feel like. Next comes the forearm plank, probably the most misunderstood exercise in fitness. Many people treat it like a waiting room. They just hang out and hope something good happens. Wrong. Get on your forearms, create a straight line from head to heels, then actively squeeze everything. Tighten your abs, glutes, legs, and shoulders. The goal is total body tension, not simply surviving the clock. When done correctly, your core works overtime, and your entire body joins the effort. A great plank is not passive. It is controlled aggression without movement. The floor-assisted L-sit is where many people discover that their core is not nearly as strong as they thought. Sit on the floor, place your hands beside your hips, and use your heels for support while lifting your body. Sounds simple. Then reality arrives. Your core, shoulders, and hip flexors suddenly have a very serious meeting. Start with the assisted version, progress to a tuck position, and eventually work toward a full L-sit. This exercise is not about showing off. It is about building the body control that makes advanced strength possible.
Now we move to the planche lean hold, where your shoulders quickly discover what responsibility feels like. Start in a straight arm plank, then slowly shift your weight forward. Not a lot, just enough to make your body question your life choices. As your shoulders move ahead of your hands, your shoulders, wrists, and core work together to keep everything stable. This is one of the best stepping stones toward advanced skills like the planche. You are not just building strength here, you are teaching your body how to control strength under serious pressure. Now we get to the biceps plank, an exercise that feels like someone secretly changed the rules of physics. Position your hands behind you and hold yourself near the bottom of a push-up style position. Suddenly, your biceps are no longer spectators. They are working overtime alongside your shoulders and core. Most planks focus heavily on the front of the body, but this variation creates a completely different challenge. It exposes weak links fast. If regular planks feel too comfortable, the biceps plank is a great way to wake your muscles up again. The hollow body hold looks innocent until about 5 seconds pass. Lie on your back, lift your shoulders and legs off the floor, and press your lower back firmly into the ground. That last part is the secret. If your lower back lifts, the exercise starts losing its magic. Your core, quads, and glutes must work together to keep the position solid. This hold builds serious abdominal endurance and creates the foundation for advanced skills like handstands and gymnastics movements. Master this, and your body control reaches a completely different level. Finally, we have the reverse tabletop hold, a move that deserves far more attention than it gets. Sit on the floor, place your hands behind you, and drive your hips upward until your body forms a tabletop shape. Instantly, your glutes, hamstrings, shoulders, and upper back get involved. It is like the opposite of the slouched posture most people spend all day practicing at their desk. This exercise opens the chest, strengthens the backside of the body, and improves posture. Think of it as a reset button for modern life and movement. So here is the lesson. More movement does not always mean more strength. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is create tension and stay right where you are. Isometric training teaches control, breathing, and effort without distraction. Master these basics and every other exercise gets better. Add a few of these holds to your next workout and see what happens. Your joints will thank you, your muscles will respond, and your body will become stronger where it actually matters most.